Hello and welcome to Sikkim Chronicle. So we say food is the identity to our civilization. It exactly tells where are we from. So if you are a foodie and if you would like to experiment the cuisine of Nagaland, here is an opportunity. Well, Northeast Origin in collaboration with Gangtok Group is organizing an event, Flavors of Nagaland, on 17th of September at Gangtok Group in Gangtok. So, ladies and gentlemen, Chef Joel Basumatari, who in fact is a very seasoned chef, will be cooking and will be feeding the Gangtokians. So, we'll have a very in-depth conversations on the event and of course on the slow food movement. Hello, welcome to Sikkim.
Thank you.
And how is it like? Is this your first visit to Sikkim?
It's my second visit after 16 years. So it's a very new experience, and coming to a new place, it's always a very exciting thing for me because I get to experience the food, the culture, the tradition. So I'm very happy to be here.
So would you like to highlight more on the event, this upcoming event, Flavors of Nagaland, and you are doing this in collaboration with Any Origins and Gangtok Group. What are the food people would relish this in this event?
So the idea for this pop-up event, we started around about 1.5 years back, but due to COVID and lockdown and everything, the idea got stalled. But then finally, after a little movement, and now it's with vaccines and everything, it's open. So we thought like it's a good time for people to come out and experience good food. So that's where the Flavors of Nagaland pop-up came about, and we wanted to give people the real experience of traditional food. So we'll be cooking a lot of Naga food, and also using a lot of local ingredients from Sikkim as well. And also I've got some ingredients from Nagaland especially for this event.
So can you name some cuisines which you will be cooking?
So we'll be cooking dishes from all majority of the tribes in Nagaland. So we'll be cooking dish from Sema tribe, we'll be cooking dish from Chakasang tribe, we'll be cooking dish from Lotha tribe. So we have a mixture of many tribes dishes coming in one event.
Right. Okay. So can you tell us, because recently we had this very acclaimed Bollywood actor Adil, like in one of the restaurants, coming, cooking and feeding the people. So this culture of introducing mainly the cuisines of Northeast India in the mainstream India is being popular. How do you see this?
So the whole idea of doing a traditional food pop-up is to promote our the food, the variety of food that Northeast has to offer to the mainland. So the whole idea is to make the food and make it in such a way that it's acceptable to the mainland also. Not just if, as a matter of fact, if we come to Sikkim, people always think about chow and momo or thukpa, but we have so much to offer. Like we have gundruk soup, which we can do, and we have kinema, we have selam. So all those ingredients are there, which a lot of people don't know about it in the mainland also. So we want to use those ingredients in the cooking so that it's acceptable to outside people also.
Right. So we also came to know that you will be visiting North Sikkim to understand the food culture, yes, where you will be interacting with the farmers regarding the cultivation of spices, and tell us more on this.
So being a chef, it's not just about getting the ingredients and cooking, but we have to know where the source is coming from. So meeting with the farmers, meeting with the producers, knowing how they do the production, and because it's from farm to table, so we have to know right from scratch where it's being produced and where we bring it to the table and we give it to the people.
How excited are you to interact with farmers?
I'm very excited because that's the whole idea of that's the reason why the whole idea of me wanting to become a chef was to know where our food comes from. So interacting with the farmers and knowing how they do the production, how they go into processing, and how they do it final production. So it's a very interesting thing, and it's a very interesting subject for me. So I'm quite happy to meet the farmers and know what they do.
You have been very instrumental in introducing this concept of slow food movement, especially in the Northeast India. We just wanted to understand what is the concept exactly of this movement.
So basically, slow food movement, I started with NESFAS. NESFAS is Northeast Slow Food Agrobiodiversity Society, which is based in Shillong. So I got affiliated with them in the year 2013, and I became a consultant chef for them. And with joining them, I went to Italy thrice, and that gave me an inspiration to have our own community where we can facilitate the farmers, the producers. So in 2018, we came up with the idea, and with asking the main office, which is in Italy, Bra, the slow food movement, we were able to get the slow food community in Nagaland for biodiversity and cultural heritage preservation. So 2018 we founded the slow food movement in Nagaland, and it's been 2.5 years. And with the model village garden that we have set up in Gatashi village, we are trying to facilitate the farmers. We are having capacity building training programs. We are having helping the self-help group in value-added service with packaging, labeling, and all the stuff. So this is not just a slow food movement, but to create daily livelihood for the farmers and the producers. So we want to, me coming here and doing the pop-up, it gave me an idea that we should start slow food community Sikkim also.
So what would be the role of the patrons?
So the role of the patrons would be to facilitate the farmers, the producers, in creating a market linkage between Northeast and the mainland India. And also in that way we'll be connecting with chefs from all over India who are working in various 5-star hotels, so that at least a couple of our ingredients goes into the main 5-star properties, and people get to know and taste the flavors.
So you run a company which in fact exports the spices and ingredients of Northeast India to rest of the world.
Yes.
So when did you started, and how is it going?
So I have my I had a restaurant for 5 years. Then I thought if I stay in restaurant, I'll just be stuck in the restaurant. So I won't be able to move around and do the things that I'm doing now. So 2017 I formed my food processing unit company called Saucy Joe's, and this year by March we have already set up our private limited company, which is called Jome Food Private Limited. It's a partnership firm between me and my partner, whose name is Medo. So we have thought of a company called Jome Food Private Limited. So in that we're gonna be, and the tagline for the Jome Food Private Limited is experience the 8. So we want to get ingredients from all around the states of the Northeast and give it to the mainland India and to the world as well.
Yes. So when we talk so much about introducing the northeastern cuisines in the mainstream India, we have films like Akhoni, which talks about a specific food of this region, right? So and we see so many Northeast Indian people starting up the business of this traditional food in cities. How do you see especially the people from metropolitans opening up to experimenting this kind of cuisines from this belt, this region?
So it's very surprising, because in this past 6 to 7 years there has been a surge of people wanting to try and experience Northeast food, not just Akhuni or not just Bastenga, but people want to try each and every indigenous food that is available. So that's why it's a very good platform right now. And also I have also been inducted as a chef ambassador of Northeast just now for Indian Food Tourism Organization. So Indian Food Tourism Organization is all about preserving the culture, the tradition, the roots. So indigenous foods are the backbone of our society. So that's where we want to promote the food.
Thank you so much, Chef. Would you like to appeal people to come and participate in the event?
Yeah. So hoping that most of you will look at the show and also hear from me what I've said, and also I would request everyone to come and experience the taste that we have to offer, and you won't be disappointed because you'll have your tummy filled up before the end of the night on the 17th of September at Gangtok Grove.
Thank you so much. So that was Chef Joel Basumatari, who will be rolling out his Naga cuisines on 17th of September at Gangtok Grove. If you want more details on this, you can call in the number given in the post above. And thank you so much for watching.